Any interesting or favorite memories with other recording artists or producers you had a chance to be around or worked with you want to share with the audience today, looking back now at your music career so far?
Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. I guess the first highlight was the one I did with Little B, which was cool. And like honestly, I don't even really like the song too much, but just the experience was cool because that was early on. That was years ago. So that was really cool. Just him acknowledging me, and I actually just texted him last week, and I haven't talked to him in years, but I just texted him last week. I was like, "Yo, man, I hope you're doing good, love," and he liked it and all that. So Lil B's he's a cool guy, man. He's always been down to earth. Everybody knows that. Um, Working with Father was surreal, man. I don't know why it was so surreal for me, but I've always listened to his shit growing up, so that was really cool. He's also a really cool guy. He got the feature done really quick. It was like 2 weeks. That was cool. Those two I really enjoyed working with. Um, the It's Okay to Cry feature, I didn't enjoy that at all, to be honest. And I'm not like trying to shit talk on the dude or nothing, but I had sent out the bread and I was excited and ended up taking a really long time. And the song that I sent him, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you something else, and I'll hop on 2 songs." I'm like, "All right, cool," because he's taking forever and shit like that. So he sent me a song, and I threw a verse on it pretty quickly, and I was happy with my verse. I liked it. I showed a couple people they liked it. Got back to him, and I was like, "Yo, man, do you like this? Because I'm gonna drop it for this album. That's what I've been waiting for these features for." He didn't get back to me. I waited for like a week, and I was like, I'm done with his shenanigans. I'm just gonna drop. So I dropped, and then he had a problem with it and shit like that. But he let the shit ride, so that was cool. But and eventually he was like, "Yeah, like we'll make another song." It never happened though. That experience was shitty because he was another one that I really like to listen to. So it kind of killed the experience for that. And I'm like, so I'm not trying to shit talk, but I'm an open book. I'm pretty truthful with the shit. But he makes really great music. So if you don't know who that is, go check him out. But the ones that really stood out and felt like a really genuine experience, and it was kosher and everything flowed really good, was Lil B for sure, and Father. Those were really cool. Other moments that felt surreal. Frankie Muniz shouted me out one time. I actually talked to him, and he said that he'd be in one of my music videos. I don't know if he was just pulling my leg or what, but it's been a while since I talked to him. I'd like to talk to him soon. He's actually doing a lot of racing now, so if people don't know about that, go check that the fuck out. Frankie Muniz is racing now, and he's killing the shit. That was cool. Couple porn stars have shouted me out. That's cool. Katie Morgan, Nicole Dashi. So when shit like that kind of started happening, it was kind of cool, But music wise, I'd just have to say Little B and Father though for sure. That was really cool.
Now, were all these features, aside the one that you already mentioned, was a paid one, and the shout outs, were those paid as well, or was that just...
Yeah, some of those were cameos, so I didn't really realize about those. And someone had hit me up and did one for my birthday, so I was like, okay. That's when I was like, what the fuck's going on here, But then I realized what it was and shit. But then with the people, we just, people kind of just kept doing them and shit, and it was cool. So, I think it was Nicole Dashi who mentioned the DJ Smallz interview, so I thought that was cool, you know what I mean? She had posted it on her story, and it only lasted for 24 hours, but that was cool and all that. But yeah, it was just some cool promotion from different people.
Now, the Little B, care to share the name of that song as well as the one with Father for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time?
Yeah, No Cap. No Cap is the one with Father, and that's a pretty old song. Actually, it's one of the first songs that I dropped on Spotify, so, I mean... the one with Father is a lot, and there's actually 2 versions to the song. There's the first mix. That one was done before I went into a professional studio, and once I did the one in professional studio, a lot of people were like, "Yo, it sounds better, the one that you originally did in your bedroom," and I'm like, "Fuck, I paid all this money." So the one on the album, The Love Show, that's my first album I ever dropped. The one on the album, that's on there, but then the first mix is on there as well, actually, I believe. Oh, no. The first one that I dropped was a lot. It was the studio version. And then when I dropped the album, I put the first mix on that. So, be the judge, whatever, which one y'all like, whatever. But, yeah, that one's a lot. And then the one I did with It's Okay to Cry, it's a good song. It just wasn't a good experience, but that's called It's Okay to Slide. Cool song. That's on The Love Show as well.
And I think you made a typo in this interview, a verbal one at that. You said No Cap was father. That was Little B.
Little B, did I say that? Did I say
Yes.
No Cap was father?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, and thank you for correcting me. But No Cap was Little B, and the song A Lot was father. He was featured on that.
Now, were the Little B and father features done physically in person, or were those digitally traded sessions?
Digitally traded sessions, yeah. When the No Cap song happened, I think I was chilling out in LA, but I did my verse and all that back in Jersey when I was visiting, because that's where most of my equipment was at the time. The father song, I did that in LA. It's Okay to Cry, I did that in Oregon. Because like I said, I was bouncing around a lot. So, yeah. I have 3 albums total right now, but those were like earlier songs.
Care to share how much each of those features cost you back in those days?
The Little B one was free. He fucked with me, which was cool. And actually, to be honest with you, he fucked with me because if anybody knows Little B, you know he's always got girls taking pictures of like Little B written on them and shit like that, and he puts it on his Instagram. So he actually hit up my girl at the time and was like, yo, could I do this for Little B? And I was like, fuck yeah, you could do it for Little B. So she did it for Little B, and it was cool. And then I didn't even know, and she had sent Little B one of my songs, and he was like, I fucks with this dude. I need to make a song with him. So, you know, I didn't even think it was real at first, to be honest. But when I saw her post it on his page and shit, I was like, oh, fuck, this is actually real. So, yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool, you know. My verse on that, the song in general, it's not that great. It's really not in retrospect, but it's just, it's genuine though, which was cool.
And the father?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
How much did that feature cost back?
Oh, that one was, actually I don't want to say because I don't know what he charges other people and shit like that. But for at the time, that was like a making me sweat purchase. I would have to say that. It wasn't nothing crazy to what I would consider crazy or really expensive right now in this moment. But at that time, I was like, fuck, dude, like, I might get fucked on this, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't get fucked on, and it worked out. With the It's Okay to Cry one, that kind of was when I felt like I really got fucked, because it was a long time. It got to the point where I was like, dude, I'm not getting this song, you know? And I wish that song would have got made, because there was a lot of people that heard the snippet of it, and they were like, fuck, bro, when is this dropping? And I was like, cool, we got one, finally, we got one. And it just never got made. But I ended up making that same song that was supposed to get made with It's Okay to Cry, the one that I originally sent over, sent it to someone named A1 Mighty DT. Kid is fucking, his shit is fire, his flow's fire. It's more clouded, dark type of rap. It's super fucking good though, but he ended up hopping on that song. It's called Levitate. It's on Vineland's Millionaire Club. That's one of the latest albums that I dropped. His verse is hella good on it, and that kid always kills it. I got a couple songs with him.
And whatever the amount that you paid for that father feature, back then, was it worth that amount?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, for sure. I still got, it's actually funny because in that song I say like, now father fans are asking who's this? And still to this day I got some of his fans like, you know, discovering my shit. And it's really cool. And like I said, father, super good artist. He's always been a great artist. Definitely look up to him in the musical standpoint. Have no problem saying that. Genuine guy, you know, fast response, business-wise, good work ethic, all that's there with father. He's a real good guy. And if you guys don't know who that is, go search his music because it's phenomenal.
And what's the best advice you receive from any of these names, or most important thing you learned being around any of these people?
I realized maybe some people that you look up to, maybe you don't want to get to know them because it might kill it. It also, at the same time, doing what once seemed like a dream, you know what I mean? It just feels good. I don't know. It kind of lets you know what's possible, lets you know there's more out there. Like, it's like, damn, if I just did this and it's already done and it's already out and it's already doing good and blah, 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 it's like, it just opens your mind, like, what else then, you know? So all experiences in life, whether it's good or bad, it just makes me think, well, what's next? What's next? What's next? So I'm constantly on that. So when things are going good, it's that what's next, but I'm way more excited and I'm way more in depth with it, you know? So can't say I really learned anything other than, you know, maybe for upcoming artists, don't throw the full payment down. Tell them you'll get half now and half when I get mine back. I'd give that if there's any, you know, up and coming artists out there. Kind of sucks because maybe some of them won't do that, but it's a gamble, you know. And it's when you're not getting paid from a paycheck and you're trying to get paid from yourself through your own craft and all that, you're going to take a lot of risks. You're going to take a lot of gambles, and it's not going to work out sometimes for you. But that's where you learn, you know. So I try to look at it like there's no loss in life. Even when it, you know, the bad, you know, hits me, there's no loss. I'm learning experience, and maybe it cost some money to learn that lesson, or maybe it didn't. Either way, I gained from it. So I'm never trying to lose, and I don't feel like I can lose. So it's just life in general that's taught me that, though. It wasn't necessarily those experiences with those artists, but the one kind of, you know, bittersweet, I'd have to say.